Subhas Chandra Bose was born on 23rd January 1897 in Cuttack, Odisha, India. And we celebrate this day every year, that is 23rd of January, to commemorate his birth anniversary. He was one of India's most prominent freedom fighters. Today is celebrated as Pragati College of Education. This year marks the 128th birth anniversary of Subhas Chandra Bose. From establishing and leading the INA to forming alliances against the British during the Second World War, he was the key figure to lay the foundation for the modern Indian state. He formed Azad Hind Fauj and led the Indian National Army. Subhas Chandra Bose is believed to have died in Taiwan on 18 August 1945. Now, I would like to call my friend Sana to continue the presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone present out here. The Indian National Army, or Azad Hind Fauj, was a pivotal force in India's struggle for independence. INA was formed during the Second World War. It was spearheaded by Subhas Chandra Bose, who envisioned it as a means to liberate India from the British colonial rule. The INA was initially composed of Indian soldiers captured by Japanese forces in Southeast Asia, but later expanded with Indian expatriates and volunteers. The INA was originally conceptualized by Rajbihari Bose and Captain Mohan Singh in 1942. It was later reorganized and led by Subhas Chandra Bose in 1943. Alongside the army, Bose also established the provincial government of Free India. The primary objective of INA was to overthrow British rule in India through military action and also aimed to collaborate with Axis powers, that is, Japan and Germany, to achieve its mission. The motto of INA was Jai Hind, that is, victory to India, and slogan was Chalo Delhi, on to Delhi, both of which symbolized their revolutionary spirit. This movement sought to unite Indians across religion, caste and region in the struggle for freedom. The Indian National Army played a significant role in the campaigns of Burma and Northeast India, including the Battle of Imphal and the Battle of Kohima. Now, I would like to invite Vishika to continue with the contribution of INA.
Good afternoon, everyone present out here. Now, let's talk about the extraordinary contribution of INA. The Indian National Army played a significant role of India's fight for independence from the British, and some of its contribution includes: number one, inspiring nationalism. The INA inspired a moment of pride and unity among Indians. It also inspired many youths in India with knowledge about their activities and motivations were released to the general public. Number two, the women's regiment in the Indian National Army played an important role. The Rani of Jhansi regiment comprised a relatively small number of women. They were operating only for 2 years, and when Bose commanded the INA, this female regiment played a minor role in both the INA and the events of World War II. Number three, it also helped in gaining international support, pressuring the Britishers to leave India as soon as possible. And the last one is legacy. The INA sacrifices and Bose leadership created a legacy of resistance and determination. Now I would like to call Nitisha to continue with the failure of INA.
Good afternoon, everyone present over here. Even though INA played an important role among the nationalists, the movement is still regarded as a failure. The reasons were breakdown of the chain of command and insufficient resources to sustain the campaign. In March 1944, failed to capture in Guwahati, leading to a retreat. By 1945, after their last attempt at Mount Hoka in Burma, over 20,000 INA soldiers surrendered to the British Indian Army. The technical superiority of the British enabled them to give strong counter-offense, which overpowered the INA and Japanese forces, hence compelling the INA to surrender. Now I would like to request Varsha to talk about the conclusion.
Good afternoon everyone present out here. The INA play a significant role in India independence struggle as it sought to mobilize India's soldiers to fight against British colonial forces. While the INA was not directly responsible for the immediate independence of India, in 1947 it played a critical role in influencing public sentiment against British rule. The trials of INA officers post-World War II generated widespread nationalist support for the weakening British authority in India. Ultimately, the